Hey everybody, Ramshackz here, and today I'm bringing you another gameplay footage. Today I'll be playing the Konig, a Tier 4 German battleship. Uh, this isn't a particularly long game, but I thought it had a really great battleship duel in it that I wanted to share with everyone, so hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as I did.
Action stations.
We're starting in the southwest spawn, and I decide to angle my ship to the northwest, hopefully keeping my guns on the center of the map and seeing what targets we can get. We go ahead and have armor piercing preloaded in case we get any clean battleship blasts. We can always switch to HE later if we feel like we need to. You guys might hear me mention this a lot. I talk about angles for those who don't know. I'll probably be doing some tutorials later on, but angles play a big part in this game. Ship angles, you can get over penetrations, ricochets, shatters, so getting clean angles on ships is important. If you have a bad angle, I usually go with HE because you can still spread fires on ships, even if your shells are shattering. With armor penetration, you really want kind of a flat angle to get good penetration on the ship and make sure your shells are doing maximum damage. The goal is to get citadels. Citadels are basically critical hits. You want to hit things like smokestacks, weapons, magazines, etc. to do bonus damage. That's how you see people getting one-shots and whatnot. So citadels and proper shell usage really comes into play for cruiser and battleship gameplay. So if you want to know more about that, let me know. I can do a video on it. But today, that should be hopefully enough information to kind of get you through some of the lingo. So you can see we got a battleship out here. We start going fire. Again, this is what we would call a bad angle. It's basically 45 degrees to our guns. You're likely to get a lot of ricochets on that. We're kind of hoping for some. He basically flattens out and gives us a full broadside, but I don't think he's going to do that. So I think we're going to fire another round here and then switch over to HE. He kind of turns into shells. You can see we only get one shell for 800 damage, so not really the type of DPS we're looking from a battleship here. And now he's doing what's called bow tanking us. This is where he's putting the front of his ship towards us. It's really where a lot of the thicker part of his armor is. Your shells are going to hit things like guns in the bow, and you're really not going to get good AP. So it's good to switch to HE here. We're going to try to spread some fires and do damage that way. We get a good bow. I don't want to keep a... we get a fire there, so that's great. We don't really want to keep a full broadside to him either, because then we're exposing ourselves to getting clean hits. So we go ahead and give him basically a defensive stance. We take an angle away, we move away from him, makes his range harder, makes the angles beneficial to us. The downside is you don't get all of your batteries on him, so you're not firing full guns. So before we shoot, we kind of turn our ship, make sure we get a full broadside there, get another fire going. But unfortunately, you can see he takes out my teammate there. And now we're setting up an epic 1v1 duel between him and myself. He just charges, full bore towards me, and he's playing super aggressive. I'm not going to say never, but you really don't see a lot of players playing like this. But not to be one to shy away, I turn my ship towards him. We start getting the secondary batteries involved. It looks like a firework display show here. And then he has a cruiser supporting him in the background too, so it's really a 2v1 here. We're just firing, and I'm going to get this one blast off, and then I'm going to switch over to AP again. Because we're coming up on the broadside, I want to be able to do massive damage. He's about half health. I've got a good HP advantage on him right now, but he's going to do a devastating strike on here. Hits me with a citadel. I pop my damage control, put the fire out, but immediately I get set on fire again. We're basically in a dance of death right now. We've done massive damage to each other. He's gotten the better of this exchange, and I just get a full broadside and just smash him right there. It was so awesome. It felt so good. What a great duel. And then and I come out of this into a full broadside onto his cruiser, so the positioning really worked out in my advantage. And he starts laying into my broadside, and I'm just waiting for my guns to turn so I can get into him. So we have a Russian Svetlana, we've got my secondary batteries going. And you can see my traverse just creeping along, and this is just killing me while I wait. But here we're getting a good shot. We're going to lead just a little bit. We're close range, so we don't have too far to travel. And really don't get the type of damage I want there, so we're really taking a lot of damage here. But we're going broadside to broadside. He's just two really aggressive players in a row. You can see he smashes me there. And then my secondary batteries start going to work here, so thankfully we don't take too much damage there. We get our reload and we aim up a little bit higher this time, and damage is a bit better that time. We get him down to just under half health. I'm trying to make sure I'm not going to crash into any islands here, checking the map, watching my secondaries go to work, turning to avoid the island. Almost at reload. We can hopefully finish him off right here. Oh man, just blow him up. Goodbye. We're at 71,000 damage, and then look what he gives me. This moment of total defeat. 2-3, goodbye. It was maybe one of the coolest 2v1s I've done in a long time. I had a lot of fun, and what a way to end it out. And we're just gonna watch my Konig slowly sink into the abyss here. But you know, it wasn't an epic win, but it was a really cool, fun battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be posting more content over the next few days. And if you have any ideas or feedback or criticism, please let me know. Leave some comments, give me a like and subscribe. I really appreciate everybody. Thanks again. Catch you next time.